This is the real Tom Rose, and this question may seem complicated at first, but what you'll discover is that it's actually not, as long as you follow instructions. So this is a functions question, and like all functions questions, you're not supposed to know about it beforehand. All you need to know is the notation of functions, which is functions have an input, which by definition is the thing inside the parentheses. And we're going to plug in for that everywhere that we see it. So I see an x there, there, and there. And the output is everything on the other side of the equal sign. So when they say, what is f of negative 1/2? The way that you get that is you take negative 1/2, that becomes your input. So let's plug in a negative 1/2 everywhere that we have an x. So you get f of negative 1/2 equals 1 plus 3 times negative 1/2 minus 2k times negative 1/2 squared. All of that, and then they tell us, remember, don't forget this, f of negative 1/2 equals 0. So we started out by solving for f of negative 1/2 by following directions, but you can really start almost ignoring that half. What we care about is now we have an equation with just one variable, k. So now you can just solve this side for k, and that'll be your answer. So let's start simplifying. We end up with 1 plus, let's see, 3 times negative 1/2 is negative 3/2. And we end up with negative 2k, and then 1/2, negative 1/2 squared is 1/4. Positive 1/4. All that equals 0. So you can think of 1 as 2/2. Right, so multiply that by 2/2. So 2/2 minus 3/2 is negative 1/2. And I'm going to combine these factors here. This will be minus 1/2 x equals 0. Add 1/2 on both sides so that these cancel out. And we get negative 1/2 x equals 1/2. Now we're going to multiply by 2 on both sides so that those cancel out. Probably should have done negative 2. Yeah, let's do negative 2. And we end up with x equals negative 1. Don't forget that negative or you pick the wrong answer.